The USD Carbon are my favorite skates. I love the fit, I love the responsiveness. They are a flat sole boot with an internal shock absorber. I mean, what's not to love? But then I got the Gawds FM3s, which is based on the Carbon Free. It's the same boot, but it's a plastic internal instead of a carbon internal. And I feel like they might be better. So today I'm going to try both skates doing the same grinds to see if I can tell the difference, and if it's worth spending the extra money to get carbon. My 3 goals for today. So I'm here at the Balance Warehouse and I'm going to do all of my normal grinds with both of the skates to see if I can tell the difference. My second goal, we built this down ledge here at the warehouse and I've skated it a couple of times. It's pretty intimidating. So depending on which skate I find I like the best, I'm going to try to do a few tricks on the down ledge. And then my third goal, if I can get the down ledge, I'm going to try to do a line, hitting 3 different obstacles here. But first, it's time to warm up. So nice and warm. This box is so much fun. I am going to raise the box a little bit. I think those are the tricks that I'm going to try to do on the taller box. This is a really good warm-up size, but I think if I really want to test flex and stuff like that, raising it one more level will make a big difference. I don't know that I can get my top acid and my kind grind at the high level. I'm still learning those tricks. But I know that I can get all of the other tricks, the soul tricks, groove tricks, on the big ledge. So let's swap skates and see if it made a difference. All right, so these are the Gawds FM3s. They're based on the Carbon Free, which is the same boot as the USD Carbon, but instead of a carbon fiber skeleton, they have a plastic skeleton. The cuff is a little different, the buckle is a little different, and the fit is a little different. So if I'm being honest, these feel a little different to my USD Carbons. They're also not as broken in, so that might sway my findings, but I really just want to see, is it just as easy to get boot down on Royales? Is it just as easy to bone over soul grinds? The normal things that I do when grinding, is carbon that big of a difference? I am exhausted. That was back to back to back. But I think I have a pretty good feeling of which skates are better for me. I don't think I had any issues locking on any of the grinds. I don't think the stiffness in the carbon made much of an impact at all for getting boot down on Royales or any soul tricks. I do think the amount of padding inside these carbons versus the amount of padding inside the FM3s, the Gawds, I think that makes a huge difference. So my theory is that the plastic inside the FM3 is not strong enough to have the same amount of padding as in the carbon. So if the carbon is stiff, it will hold that form much better. I mean, it's carbon, it's going to be super stiff. So they can use less padding, which means that I get a better fit and a better feel with these skates than I do with the Gawds. The Gawds definitely feel like they have more padding. Feels like I tighten them up and my foot is getting like smothered, I guess. Here, it's a more natural feeling. I feel like there's the right amount of wiggle, you know, not so much that I get heel lift or anything like that, but I can move my toes, I can move my feet. Definitely felt fine with grinds. Royales, I was a little, you know, it's a higher ledge, and I haven't skated this higher ledge in a while, so I was a little timid jumping on Royale, but absolutely no problems, just full commit, and yeah, locked great. Didn't see any difference between the Gawds and the Carbons, except for the fit. It felt much better when I was locked on. It felt like the skates were more part of my foot versus my foot being in a big padded skate. I think I'm going to stick with the Carbons. I think the USD Carbons are the way to go. The price is a little bit more, maybe $50 more, but the comfort I get with these USD Carbons is much improved versus the FM3s. And that's a skate, the FM3 is a skate that I really liked the fit of, but being able to skate them head to head is the way that I could tell that these Carbons are actually much more comfortable. All right, I'm exhausted, but I'm gonna try to get a few grinds on that down ledge, and if I can pull that off, I'm gonna get a line. All right, this thing is no joke. It's so fast. Maybe a little steep for what I had in mind, but I did it. Took a little bit. Little roll-in ramp helps, but Mizu, mistrial, and soul. All my 3 soul tricks are on the right. I do not feel like I can do back Royale or back Favre on this. I bet I could, but not today. All right, let's try to get a line. I'm going to try to do mistrial and then backside on the mini ramp. Maybe I'll do something else on the quarter. And then let's do back Royale on the box. I did it. That was fast. Coming off this quarter pipe to hit the grind box, super fast. So you really don't have a lot of time, and you've got so much speed. You just kind of got to throw yourself up there and pray. But yeah, the down box is fun. I just wish it wasn't so steep. I would like to appreciate the ride rather than just jump on and pray. But we'll see. Keep evolving. This warehouse is constantly evolving. You know, just last week we didn't have a down ledge. So now there is a down ledge. So stay tuned if you're interested. We've got some big plans for the warehouse over the next couple of months. It is starting to get into winter here, the cold season, so being able to skate indoors is going to be a huge plus, and we will continue to evolve the warehouse to new obstacles and new styles of skating. Yeah, overall, I think the USD Carbons are my favorite skate. I do think the FM3s are a solid contender. I would like to try the standard carbon-free to see if they added that much padding, or if the FM3 is the one with all the padding. But if the carbon-frees are just like the FM3s, the carbon-free are like the FM3, then yeah, There's no question in my eyes, I think the Carbon is worth it, simply because it fits better, a little bit lighter, not much lighter, but a little bit lighter, and I don't lose any tricks with the stiffness of the Carbon. Hope everybody is safe, having a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.